Jeff Chandler, born Ira Grassell on December 15, 1918, in Brooklyn, New York, emerged as one of mid-20th century Hollywood's most compelling figures. Strikingly handsome and gifted with a resonant baritone voice, Chandler carved a unique space as a leading man in the 1950s. Raised in a working-class Jewish family, he nurtured a love for the arts, despite the economic hardships of the Great Depression. His early exposure to performance at local theaters and his formal training at the Fegan School of Dramatic Art in New York City laid the foundation for a career that would blend charisma, intensity, and versatility. Chandler's physical presence, tall, strong, and prematurely gray-haired, combined with an emotional depth that allowed him to portray both rugged heroism and vulnerability. From his beginnings in stock theater and radio to the bright lights of Hollywood, his journey reflected discipline, ambition, and a desire to transcend mere stardom. Early life and military service. Chandler's formative years were marked by determination and resilience. Attending Erasmus Hall High School, he quickly discovered his love for acting, leading him to rigorous study at the Fegan School of Dramatic Art. Early theater and radio work honed his voice and stage presence, building the skill set that would later captivate audiences on screen. During World War II, Chandler served in the U.S. Army, stationed in the Aleutian Islands. This period of military service instilled discipline and an enduring work ethic. The structure of Army life influenced his professional approach, where punctuality, preparation, and stamina became essential. After the war, he transitioned back to civilian life, using his distinctive voice to secure roles in radio before making his way into Hollywood. These experiences not only shaped his craft, but also reinforced a quiet determination to rise above challenges, setting the stage for a career that would define a generation of American cinema. The rise of a Hollywood leading man. Chandler's first significant film role came in 1948 with Johnny O'Clock, where he played a gritty gangster, signaling his potential as a screen presence. However, it was his portrayal of Cochise, the Apache chief in Broken Arrow, 1950, that brought him international acclaim and an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. This role was groundbreaking, reflecting Chandler's ability to bring dignity and depth to characters at a time when Hollywood often relied on stereotypes. His sensitive and humanistic performance marked a turning point in the representation of Native Americans on screen, illustrating Chandler's range and emotional intelligence. Following Broken Arrow, Chandler became a sought-after leading man, navigating genres from adventure dramas like Smuggler's Island to war epics such as Merrill's Marauders, and westerns including The Jayhawkers. His work with actresses like Jane Russell and Rhonda Fleming cemented his reputation as both a versatile actor and a charismatic co-star. Singing and artistic versatility beyond acting, Chandler was a talented singer, releasing several albums during the 1950s. His smooth baritone voice carried romantic standards and ballads, providing a softer counterpoint to the rugged, stoic roles he often played on screen. Songs like I Should Care and All I Do Is Dream of You showcased the multidimensional nature of his talent, demonstrating that he was more than just a Hollywood leading man. While his musical career never eclipsed his film fame, it contributed to the public's perception of Chandler as a cultured and sophisticated artist. Furthermore, his interest in production and storytelling behind the camera reflected a forward-thinking mindset. By forming his own production company, Chandler sought creative autonomy, a rare pursuit for actors of the time, showing ambition not just to perform, but to influence cinematic narratives and leave a lasting mark on the industry. Personal life, marriage, and family struggles. Chandler married actress Marjorie Hosell in 1946, early in his Hollywood career. Hosell, who had her own acting background, seemed a fitting partner for Chandler's rising fame. The couple had two daughters, Jaime Tucker in 1947 and Donna Grassell in 1949, who later incorporated her father's birth surname into her own. Initially, the marriage appeared glamorous, reflecting the Hollywood ideal of charm and sophistication. Yet beneath the public facade, the relationship was strained. Chandler's chronic fatigue, caused by relentless work schedules, became a persistent issue. Hosell recounted that he often fell asleep in public and during social events, a sign of exhaustion that overshadowed his presence even when physically there. Despite repeated reconciliations, the couple ultimately separated multiple times, revealing the pressures of balancing stardom, family life, and personal well-being. Infidelity and divorce. Chandler's marriage reached its definitive breaking point during the filming of Raw Wind in Eden in Italy in 1957. There, he became involved with actress and swimmer Esther Williams, drawing significant media attention. Hosell subsequently filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. The end of their marriage highlighted the human cost of Hollywood life, where professional demands and personal decisions collided. The divorce proceedings also shed light on Chandler's finances, with him earning $60,000 per film in 1957 and $75,000 in 1958, plus additional income from singing and appearances. Despite his earnings, expenses, management fees, and other obligations significantly reduced his wealth. This period revealed both the glamorous surface and the hidden pressures of celebrity life, where fame, fortune, and personal fulfillment rarely aligned seamlessly. Health decline and hospitalization. Chandler's health struggles were increasingly evident in the years preceding his death. Chronic fatigue, physical stress from demanding film shoots, and long hours on public appearances compromised his well-being. Yet the full circumstances surrounding his demise remained unclear for decades. Investigative work later revealed that medical oversight at the hospital where Chandler underwent surgery was severely lacking. Post-surgical monitoring was inadequate, and known allergic reactions were ignored. These failures accelerated his decline, leading to a preventable tragedy. The secrecy surrounding his treatment, coupled with fears of liability, contributed to a partial cover-up, protecting both the institution and Hollywood's public image. The contrast between Chandler's heroic, polished screen persona and his vulnerability off-camera paints a sobering picture of how systemic negligence can claim even the brightest lives. Hollywood's protective veil. At the time, Universal Pictures had a vested interest in maintaining Chandler's reputation as one of their most bankable stars. Negative publicity about medical errors could have jeopardized the studio's image and disrupted the carefully managed narrative of Hollywood's golden age. Industry insiders suspected deliberate efforts to suppress damaging details, a reflection of the broader culture of image preservation within the studio system. Chandler's friends and colleagues later described a pervasive sense of injustice, noting that the combination of grueling work demands and emotional stress made him especially vulnerable. The disparity between Chandler's public image as a strong, dependable leading man and the private reality of neglect and exhaustion underscores the pressures actors faced in a system that prioritized profit and image over personal welfare. Family advocacy and the unraveling of the mystery. Decades after Chandler's death, renewed biographical research and digital archives allowed his daughter, Jaime Tucker, to uncover the truth behind his passing. Through persistent legal efforts, she obtained access to sealed medical records, revealing critical lapses in care and confirming prior suspicions of medical negligence. Letters from Chandler's friends highlighted frustration and grief over what was seen as a preventable tragedy. This meticulous investigation reframed his death from an unfortunate accident to a systemic failure. Tucker's advocacy not only honored her father's memory, but also exposed broader issues in hospital oversight and the culture of silence that often surrounded celebrity deaths. Her work brought closure to a family long denied answers and shed light on the human cost behind Hollywood's glamorous facade. Legacy and reflection. Jeff Chandler's life and career remain emblematic of Hollywood's golden era, a blend of talent, charisma, and ambition tempered by personal struggle and systemic challenges. He reshaped cinematic portrayals, from Native American characters in Broken Arrow to heroic leads across multiple genres, leaving a diverse and enduring filmography. His musical contributions, entrepreneurial pursuits, and commitment to his craft illustrate a multidimensional artist who sought to control his own narrative. At the same time, the circumstances surrounding his untimely death remind us of the fragility of human life behind the glittering screen. Chandler's story serves both as a celebration of artistic achievement and a cautionary tale of the hidden costs of fame, work, and institutional negligence. Conclusion: remembering the man behind the star today, Jeff Chandler is remembered not only for his on-screen performances, but for the humanity behind them. His films continue to captivate audiences, offering glimpses of a man who embodied both strength and vulnerability. The revelation of the circumstances surrounding his death adds a layer of poignancy to his legacy, illustrating how ambition, talent, and systemic failures intersected in tragic ways. As fans revisit his work, they are reminded of Chandler's dedication, charm, and artistry, while also reflecting on the deeper lessons his life imparts about care, oversight, and the hidden struggles behind public success. In celebrating his memory, Chandler's story is both a tribute to enduring talent and a reminder of the human fragility that even the brightest stars cannot escape.